Ba weep grana weep ninny bong. I'm Engineer Hoist. Welcome to our weekly live stream on twitch.tv/Engineer Hoist. You could also check out the replay on YouTube. We record Wednesdays at 8 p.m. Eastern. So head on over there, give a follow, and look out for the notifications so you can join these lovely folks in the chat live. Want to say hello to Big D, Joseph Trujillo, Gunfire. I think you're also known as Black Shadow, Jer Barbara, DS Michaels, who just got a 4-star Prime out of a free crystal. That's amazing. Grand Galvatron, Big Bronze Rim, Afurch, Corin 4, and K-Bond, and a lot of more people showing up as we go along. I always start off with a question of the day for the folks waiting to get started, and I asked, what's your favorite Prime Core? We actually got quite a few votes. Quintus showed up quite a bit. Megatronus, Amalgamus, Alchemist, Micronus got a couple of votes. Personally, it's hard to beat Amalgamus on Sentius Magnus, or really any other bot that does a high level of damage with a special ability. I'm also kind of particular. I agree with Grand Galvatron for the exact same reason with Quintus. All of the little Sharkticons that get spawned with the Quintus Prime, even before I got that core, I thought it was a great idea. Especially right when you beat the base and a lot of things pop. It's just a flood of little Sharkticons coming out of whichever bot that you have it on. It's amazing. I love it. So probably just for that fact alone, I'm going to give my favorite to Quintus, the Prime, for the favorite Prime core. So there's that. And I say let's move on to the Transformers Earth Wars news, which is what most of y'all are here for. I know you're not watching just for me. If you are, thank you so much, and I'm happy that you're here. But yeah, let's talk about the news. Not a whole lot today, but we got a little bit to talk about. This weekend's event is called The Last Stand. It is gather your alliance to take part in this weekend's event to win up to 3,000 Prime Core shards. That's one of the reasons why I asked the question, because some people might be getting a Prime Core this weekend. You can also win up to 30 shard crystals, up to 7.5 million Energon and alloys, 75,000 spark, and up to 30 random Mark III battle boosts. This is an alliance event. It's done with prestiges. It's very similar to the Prime Core events that we had been doing individual. Looks like they've moved those to alliances, but it's the same deal. 30 prestiges, triple XP, starts at the usual Friday start time, ends at the usual Monday stop time. Just like in any event, you got to be headquarters level 4. Just like any alliance event, you have to be in an alliance. And then you hit that yellow event button, select your battle zone, win the battle, get the points, and then, along with your alliance mates, collect your prizes. It is the flat battle zones this weekend, where you earn 10 points per battle zone. It does not matter which one you get, so that's good for basically anybody can help out the same amount. It doesn't matter whether you're the attack in zone 15 with a super strong team, squad, or if you're down in zones 1 or 2 with trying to power level a little bit. That may not be the best place to do it, but same points regardless. These are the prizes that you will get per prestige. There's 30 of these that you can go through, and 1,000 points per prestige. And it doesn't seem like a whole lot, but when you're only winning 10 points per battle, that's 100 battles. But of course, spread across potentially a 40-member alliance, it should get through it relatively quickly. And for the shard crystals, you get an equal chance of either getting 100 4-star shards, 150 3-star shards, or 200 premium shards. So we learned that Lightspeed and Ironbison are coming as the next bots, but this week we actually learn their bios. We still don't know what their abilities are. I believe they're still working on those abilities, but at least we have the bios. So, you know how I like reading these bios, so let's get to it. Everything happens too slowly for Lightspeed's liking. The hyperspeed of his processor and the rate he interprets data and formulates strategies creates the illusion of a world around him that seems turgid, lifeless, and constraining. And more than anything, he itches to be free of that planet's gravity and soaring through the boundless reaches of outer space. Nevertheless, Lightspeed identifies this yearning as frivolous and counterproductive, especially at a time of war, and instead channels all of his kinetic thought processes into trenchant action. Cool. So he really wants to be out there going fast, but he knows he needs to slow down and actually get the work done. Very cool. Nice little insight into the thoughts of Lightspeed there. Now his counterpart, Ironbison. Yes, I know for you folks who are fans, I believe, of Victory, would know this guy as Kill Bison, but we're doing it family friendly per Hasbro and the Combiner Wars toy, which this is based on. He's now Ironbison, and he is stubborn, intransigent, and adamant that he knows best. Ironbison is generally slow to react to the point of ponderousness, and then explodes into thundering action, often choosing the course he's been specifically told not to take. If self-belief were armor, he'd be nigh on invulnerable, but unfortunately his bluster far outweighs his talents and common sense, and he'll often end up in dire need of rescue. Brute force and a thick forehead will only get you so far, but it's a lesson that Ironbison resolutely refuses to learn, even after taking some very hard knocks. So this guy is like, he is like, that is like the perfect definition of some kind of a dim-witted tank kind of a bot. He thinks he's tough, he's just gonna go push forward. Yeah, strategy, who needs strategy? I'm just gonna go run right in there. But yeah, cool. And it's a pretty neat little design. It's based on the same kind of mold as Nose Cone and Drill Horn, which were also based on the Brawl mold that came out in Combiner Wars. And in fact, I believe this guy actually is a tank similar to Brawl. They did add the little chest plate to be reminiscent of his breast partner, because these guys were all part of the breast force. I want to say it was Skyhawk. His actually came off to be his little flying partner, but we haven't seen that on any of the other ones. It's unknown whether that's going to be the case for this one as well. So it's going to be very interesting to see. They could go a bunch of different ways, like I see you guys talking about, whether they stick to the Combiner Wars style, where one of the components was based off of the Skylinks mold from Combiner Wars, or whether they'll go with more of a traditional version of that character. Time will tell. Now, as far as toys go, I don't have anything for Ironbison, and for Lightspeed, I just have the G1 version of Lightspeed. There he is in his alt mode, and he's a very being G1. He's a very quick transformation, as long as his parts don't get stuck. This guy is legit G1. I do have a few reissues, but this guy is one of the figures that lasted from childhood. Oh, his toes don't want to come out very easily. Oh, they came out too far. That's okay. Nothing broke, it was this little clip that came undone, so I know I'm doing this all off camera and in the tiny little corner, but there you go. There's Lightspeed in his robot mode for the G1. Pretty cool. Moving on, and that was basically it for the news. Just if you want to see the link written out, there it is for twitch.tv/EngineerHoist to catch us live Wednesdays at 8 p.m. Eastern again. And you can also check me out at EngineerHoist on Instagram or Twitter. I post occasionally, so it'd be good to see you over there. You can hit me up with a message over there too if you like. And that brings us back around here. Now, as we tend to do afterwards, after the news, we do have some crystals to crack. Because we got a 4-star crystal during last weekend's event. I hope everybody was able to get a bot that they wanted. I have not cracked mine yet, but I did complete a 3-star crystal as well, which should be enough to let me get a second 4-star crystal to crack open this time. Plus, I did also get one of the bundles to try for the new combat bot Trenchfoot. So we'll go ahead and see how that goes. I want to go ahead and open up this 3-star crystal first, get a duplicate, so this should let us go get that second 4-star. So we can go ahead and get that in there. Boom. There it is. I almost did that off camera, but just in case I got a 3-star, I wanted to save it. Now we do have a couple of gold chips, power core chips here, so let's see what we get. A death pulse. So I'm not really excited about that one. And the second one. Ooh, we got a G metal flare mine. Okay, so I'll have to see where to put that. Which one of my mines I want to put that on. Cool. Grand Galvatron got 4-star bombshell. Very cool. Big Bronze Rim actually was able to crack a 5-star crystal. Was hoping for Cheetor or Firefly, but got Springer instead. Yeah, that's kind of a bummer. I really lucked out when I cracked from that that batch and managed to pull Cheetor. And that was before everybody was really liking Cheetor too. So yeah. I mean, you've seen my trials for Alita 1. As it is, she's the last one out of that batch that I'm going to get. It's kind of nice though, knowing as soon as I get that 5-star crystal. In a way, it's kind of nice knowing exactly who you'll get out of that crystal, but then at the same time, it kind of takes away the mystery of it too, you know? So, yeah, oh yeah, I'm totally Elite. Next time I get enough shards for 5-star crystal, Elite is it. It's because I've got all the other 4. Sunstreaker Waza, I didn't even see you in here. Cool, thanks for hanging out, bro. Let's crack these premium crystals. These are probably going to be duplicates, as premiums tend to be, but you know, you never know. Sometimes you get lucky. We'll save the 4-star crystals for last, because they're always fun. Pretty good chance of duplicates now, because of how many I've gotten since they're. Not that I'm bragging or anything, it's just how, that's just the facts and how it goes, you know. Pull the 3-star there. Warpath. I do like how they incorporated how he shoots out of the chest turret when he's battling. And that is a regular old... Oh, that's a Jetfire Sky Striker. I thought it was a regular one. My bad. Okay, so we got crystals. I don't even know which one this one was for. I was trying to hit the question mark there. Regardless, any of them can show up. This one's flak. Or we got this one is... Oh, premium chip. Okay, well, there you go. This one's not even a specific one. These are just premiums. DS Michael says, my Siege Omega Supreme just came in and he's an excellent figure. Yes, I do like that Siege Omega. I still haven't managed to transform him yet, but he's been, you can't see it because of the way this video is, but he's still hanging out up there. When we go back into a full screen, you can actually see his feet on the shelf behind me. I actually have some the Toy Axe stickers to put on him too, and that's going to take a little while. Optimus Rodimus, good to see you. We're just cracking some crystals here. Going through the Duke Parade, Duke City. With all these, especially with the combat chips. I definitely will like to, will be happy if and when they ever get us to where we can crack 10 at a time. Especially when it comes to these combat chips. Because you do get quite a few of them when you purchase a bundle. And that's good. It's very generous, but man, it takes a long time to crack through them all. Another Tyraxodon, lots of Tyraxodons showing up. Night Stalker. Another Tyraxodon. Apparently these are like beast mode combat chips. And then Flak comes in here to throw a wrench in the works. Oh, that's a 3-star though. I'll take the extra 5-star combat chip card. Oh, the Earth Wars is loud? I could try to turn that down. I had turned my voice down because I've been noticing it's been a little loud during the streams, and so I turned that down. I guess that made the game be a little bit too loud compared to me. Okay, these are Lionizer chips. I can't remember if I've got the I think I got the 4-star Lionizer, so I think I'm good on Lionizers. But still, you can get any of the bots out of this one except for the Trenchfoot. He's still in his own crystal for now. I'm not sure if Top Shot's even out yet in the regular crystals. I didn't see him come through in the other set. I appreciate that, Oktar. You'd rather hear me than the game. You can hear the game anytime you want, when you just go play it yourself, right? A lot of Lionizers showing up, which is appropriate since that's his crystal. I haven't seen any of the 4-stars show up, but that's fine. I'll wait for the 4-stars to show up when I open the Trenchfoot crystal, so we can maybe get a 4-star Trenchfoot. I haven't even had a chance to try him out yet, so I'm not even sure what he's good at, or who he would pair well with. And you guys got ideas out there about who Trenchfoot might work well with? I think his ability gives an increased damage if you're attacking something with like fire, stun, things like that. Red Alert says 6-gun. Silver Bolt concurs. Also says Rust Dust, Storm Clash, and B are a few good ideas. Cool. Sideswipe. I was thinking I don't know if it would. I'm not sure who you can put it on. You probably can't put it on a melee because the gun combat bots typically don't, and that's usually who you would want to put a Megatronus on. But I was thinking if you could put like Trenchfoot on a bot that you have Megatronus, so as they're running around setting things on fire, then that adds to it. But I don't think that would work because the Megatronus is best on a melee style bot, and I don't think Trenchfoot actually would work on, is allowed to be on those types of bots. There's Top Shot chips. There's a Top Shot. I already got that 2-star though. The bot with Caliburst or Trenchfoot could follow the bot with Megatronus, yeah. Any other G1 bots hoping to appear in Earth Wars outside of Hoist? Like really obscure ones? I don't know. They've got it pretty well covered. I mean, there's still a lot out there. It might be cool to see Swerve come in because he was a pretty popular character in the IDW books, especially The More Than Meets the Eye and Lost Light. And he was G1. He was very obscure in G1. In fact, I think he was only known for getting stepped on by Trypticon in one episode. I think that was the extent of his G1 appearance, but he was very popular in those comic books. I wouldn't mind seeing Swerve show up. Three-star Top Shot, so apparently we've got him too. Autobot X. Oh, you mean that where Spike got turned in and became kind of like Frankenstein? Might as well. There's already a few bots in the game that don't transform, so that would totally fit. You know, and honestly, for Autobot X, you could actually even make that one be like the cross-faction bots, because Megatron convinced him to work for the Decepticons for a while, because his brain wasn't working very well. You know, the being out of his human body in the that robot shell really kind of messed with him, and he wasn't thinking clearly. Okay, so here's the trench foot chips. Let's see if we get lucky here. There's the 2-star. Figured we'd probably get at least that one. Oh, look at this, and immediately we're getting the 3-star too. Alright, come on, let's make it a hat trick, 3 in a row. Are we gonna be that lucky? Unlikely. We're back to the Lionizers. And the Flax. We got some more trench foots. Another 3-star even. And another. Come on, tack on another star to that. That's what we're looking for. I have no idea. Another 3-star, wow. I have no idea who I'm putting Trenchfoot on. Thought about it, but I think we've done this enough to know that doesn't mean anything. Except server communication slowness. 3-star fire drive. Yeah, we'll take all those combat chip shards. They certainly are dropping a fair amount of trench foots, just not the one with the right number of stars on it. Come on! That's right, C. Taylor. It's a pretty good run of 3-stars there. I'm a pretty good way from a 5-star. It's definitely got me a lot closer than a run of 2 stars, but still a pretty decent way from a 5-star combat bot. We'll take a look at that here in a minute. Okay, one last chance for a 4-star Trenchfoot or any other 4-star that I don't have, and it is a duplicate Night Stalker. But the good news is, it's time to crack open a couple of 4-star bot crystals. Let's go ahead and do that. First one is some 5-star shards from a Warpath. Don't really need that Omni Flamer core, so that one's going to be food. And the other crystal is another set of 5-star shards with a G-Metal attack core. I could find a use for that. Okay, so there we go. So we got the 2-star and the 3-star trench foot. That's very cool. I'll take that. And out of those crystals, G-Metal attack core is pretty good because I've got attack cores on a fair number of bots. I can find somebody to put that on. So where are we at? So there we are. We're a little bit past halfway to a 5-star bot crystal, meaning Elita 1, and we've crossed 4,000 5-star combat chips on the way to 5,000. So ever so close, we're inching towards a 5-star combat chip. So it's still going to be a little while to do that. So that is it. Oh, we got Trenchfoot's story. Let's go. Before we do that, let's go. Hustle, you guys. Let's go. Go! Go where, Trenchfoot? Yeah, I'm as gung-ho as the next combat bot. Probably more so, but this is downtime. We are off duty. Off duty? Let me see. Nah, does not compute. Somewhere on this mudball flag must be someone richly in need of my fire blast up the wazoo. Dial it back, huh, Trenchfoot? Things move at a different pace here on Earth. There's plenty of crash bang wallet, but it comes in, well, weekly increments. They know how you guys play. And me. What? You're kidding me, Lionizer. I never signed up for this. Orders is orders. Won't be long before you're let rip with the rest of us, so relax. Relax? Easy for you to say, Top Shot. You've always did stick to the letter of the Autobot code. But me, I need a regular shot of white-knuckle adrenaline. Ask yourself this, Trenchfoot. How many times has your zeal landed you in smelting pool hot water? Once or twice, I guess. So consider this a time of reflection. A chance to reevaluate before you go off and shoot the next thing. That does not compute. I need me some all-out action. Stat! I'm off to find Sideswipe. Bet he doesn't do things weekly. The Hat Boy. That's supposed to be a facepalm, but he's got no elbows. Imagine trying to do a facepalm, but you got no elbows. All you can do is basically dab. Asset or liability? The jury's still out. It's so funny trying to see Flack with no elbows trying to facepalm. Oh my goodness. Oh, that's hilarious. Oh, I'm so glad we still got that story. Oh man, I'm tearing up over here. Oh. Yeah, so if any of you are still sticking around, here's a better shot of Lightspeed in the big camera. And also, Trenchfoot, our latest action junkie, apparently. Oh my goodness. Before I started cracking up at that no elbow facepalm, I did see a couple of questions back here that I thought were good. Red Alert's asking recommendation who to put Alchemist Prime Core on. I have mine on Star Saber, but I'm not a big fan. I'm going to change that. Now that I have Megatronus, which I still haven't put on, I'm probably going to put Megatronus on him, and then Alchemist. Cheetor would be really good for that. I know there is issues with his healing ability and the Alchemist healing ability stacking, but I don't think that's an issue anymore. If you don't happen to have Amalgamus, that would probably be a good core to put on Sentius Magnus, perhaps. Because if I recall, even though Amalgamist gives you healing based on special ability damage, but Alchemist is healing based on just any damage. So somebody who does a lot of damage and tends to take a lot of damage as well. Excuse me. So yeah, Alchemist, all of your attacks heal you. So anybody who does a lot of damage, so high damage bots that tend to die a lot, gunners do a lot of damage, even the air bots, the medium range bots tend to do a lot of damage and have low health, so those might be pretty good options. Maybe Drift, if you have a Drift that tends to die a lot, because you know, he's got a pretty decent health damage, but not very much health. So those I think are some good options. They may not be the most widely accepted options, but just off the top of my head, without thinking about it a lot, I think those would be good ones. Big Bronze Rim did chime in and said he'd been running Alchemist on Blaster, but he's used it on lots of bots for power leveling. Thoughts on the Netflix trailer? Yeah, if I've watched that, it's been so long that I don't really remember a whole lot of it. I know I'm always up for new Transformers shows, so I'm looking forward to that. Speaking of which, I need to go back and finish Cyberverse. I think I'm missing the last 3 or 4 episodes. Because Cyberverse was getting pretty good. Alchemist on Dinobot doubles the healing during the ability from Sunstreaker Waza. There's another good option for you. So, oh, there's a more recent one. I'm gonna have to go look at that. So I think that's gonna do it for the recording. If you're on Twitch, stick around. We'll keep chatting about Transformers or wherever else the conversation takes us. If you're still here on the replay, head on over to twitch.tv/EngineerHoist. Wednesdays at 8 p.m. Eastern, so you can join us live. And with that, we're going to be signing off. I'm Engineer Hoist. Keep rolling, my friends. We'll see you next time.